Just a little bit of extra. This is what Sam would have done. Let me get the character. Dean knew it.
He always said it.
He always said it.
Hi.
Hi. So we always see Sam and Dean really bundled up in coats and stuff. Will they ever hunt in warmer climates?
No ghosts in Florida.
Are there no ghosts in Hawaii? St. Bart's? Come on!
We don't
Texas? You know,
Wait, from your mouths to our writers' ears. Trust us.
we believe you, us. We have been begging and pleading for, what, 8 years now? 8 years. To try and do some warmer climate episodes. Inevitably, it's not just the fact that we actually are in a freezing place filming, but it's for stunt pads. It's because there might be an episode where we have to do something crashing through a piece of glass, and if we're wearing short sleeve shirts, we can't have elbow pads on, stuff like that. So they put us in button downs and pants. But I'm all about it. I say season
Plus,
one.
it's it's difficult to hide your gun and your lockpick set and your switchblade and your machete in a tank top and board shorts. You might get questioned.
You can only see the demon knife through fishnet. You can always see it. Truth.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try too.
Look. Look at the poster. That's all you're gonna get. I apologize. It's just what we do. We wear jackets and 9 layers of clothing. Thank you.
I'll be back.
Thanks, guys. Hi.
Hello. We were just wondering, yesterday in Misha's panel, he mentioned an incident in the hotel.
First off, they're saying they're wondering. She said, we were just wondering. Misha, so once the word Misha comes out of anybody's mouth, we're all wondering.
You mentioned about
We can't vouch for him.
Dean's forehead, about not being there and being...
What's that?
Jensen's forehead had forehead burn or something like that.
Forehead burn?
Rug burn.
Are you talking about something Misha was talking about wrestling? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jared and I refer to that as fight training. Which Misha doesn't have to do because he's an angel.
And we refer to Misha as the victim. So we have us fight training the victim.
And yeah, I remember hearing 2 distinct pops in Misha's elbow. And then
I didn't hear it for whatever it's worth.
And then I'm like, you're supposed to tap out. And he's like, yeah, that would have been nice to know. So, it's, hey, we're dumb guys sometimes. And sometimes it's an impromptu fight training class. Can't help that, it's what we do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
This is my first movement as well.
Oh.
Great. My question is for Jensen though. What kind of car do you drive in real life?
What kind of car do I have in real life? You're gonna love this answer. I don't have a car. I'm serious, I don't have a car. I'm about as green as you can be. No, I had a Vespa. I had a full-size pickup truck for a few years, and yeah, calm down. I live in LA. I didn't haul anything. It was embarrassing. And everybody driving a Prius would look at me and be like, "Communist."
Just when I have a script in the bed, you'd be like, all I have is my script, but I gotta put it in the bed of the truck, so I'm just hauling something. It's blowing out.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing the bed of my truck was good for was just like tossing my empty Coke cans into the back out the window. But
Tossing my big Coke
cans. I got rid of that because honestly, it sat and I never used it because I work in Vancouver and we get driven to and from set. So that we don't fall asleep on the way home after a 16-hour day and not make it to work the next day. So they very quickly realized that providing a ride to and from work was a smart thing to do, especially if when they'd show up the next day, they couldn't shoot. So season 1, that started, and it still happens today. So I don't really need a car in Vancouver, plus it's a small kind of metropolitan city, and you can walk around, you don't really need a car to get places. And then in Los Angeles, my wife has a car, so when I go home, I just drive around with her. So I have yet to buy a car. When I do get a car though, I don't know what it's going to be yet. Well, I'm hoping. But that means the show's got to be over.
So want the show to be over? Come on, guys.
So it might be a little bit before I have a chance to get an Impala, but yeah, I don't have a car.
Thank you.
Sure. Hi.
A while ago, a long while ago, Jensen had talked about how he had to re-record the family business monologue from the pilot. So in regards to that, my question is, do you guys ever watch earlier episodes for reference or to help you prepare for future episodes?
I have.
Really?
Yeah. When I was Lucifer, and when I was Meg, for lack of a better, the Meg demon, when I born under a bad sign, and when I did Lucifer, I had to go back and watch to see what the earlier characters had done to kind of pay homage to it. But for the most part, I remember it all. So only if there's a reference to something that's. I'll be this everybody. Only if there's something referenced.
He's like, I hear him, but I don't know where he is.
It's melting now. But only if I have to go back and watch something.
I just imagine that it might be kind of weird for you guys to watch, like.
It's not kind of weird. It's really freaking weird. Especially if you guys have to watch something like pre-season 2. I told Rob, Jen and I, we're getting ready in our hotel here. We turn the TV on, and there's a Supernatural night. And right when we turned it on, it was Rob's line about well, it's one thing having to endure bad writing, but the bugs, And I laughed, and I was like, wait a second, that's Supernatural. And then we cut to our faces, and I was like, that's Supernatural. So it is fun.
I was in the hotel this morning and woke up and I went down to the gym to knock the cobwebs off. I was on the treadmill and they had TVs in front of the treadmill like a lot of hotel gyms have. And you know where this is going. So I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of jogging along and I turn the TV on, hit the station, boom, my face. And
off the treadmill.
And there was the gym was empty except 2 women, and one of them was on the treadmill next to me. And I just did what I've been running, and my face pops up, and I just go. She was very confused. Yeah, thanks.
I was actually in the gym at our apartment complex in Vancouver, and Gilmore Girls was on. I walked into the gym, and Gilmore Girls was on, and so there were these 2 girls and there, 2 ladies in their training, and I just kind of I saw it, and I kind of just chuckled to myself, and I got on the treadmill and I started reading my script, and I was kind of, every time I came on screen as a younger version of Jared Padalecki as Dean, weird, but I kind of just glanced and kind of chuckled. And one of the ladies saw me chuckling, and she's like, do you like the show? I swear to God. And I was like, I'm sorry? And I thought she was just I thought she knew who I was. I was like, well, she sees me, she sees the TV, that's me. And I was like, it's a good show. And she's like, yeah, I love the show. And I was like, and this is the actor. I was like, oh, thanks. And she looked at me and was like, huh? I was like, thanks, it's a good show, thanks. She's like, oh, what do you mean, thanks? And I was like, oh, well, that's me, that's not me. That's me right there, that's not me, that's me. And she was like, oh my God. So I had a little kind of similar moment. Anyways, thank you.
Hi.
Hi. First of all,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question that after 8 seasons, do you feel that you guys, or that your writers know your characters better?
I feel indubitably that I know my character better. Not through any fault of any writer. I just, I don't know what my character's going to do as much as they do, but I do know who my character is. And that's through no fault of the writers. The writers are fantastic. But the writers, what happens is there's a team of, let's say, 10 writers. And whoever's the showrunner, whether it's Kripke or Sarah or now Jeremy, they say, hey, writer number 1, we need a story about when they go to the meta universe. Writer number 2, we need a story about a Hookman. Writer number 3. And so then they have to go off and do their own thing and write an episode where we are portraying every single episode. So we know every episode, and they know every episode as well, but they really have a dedicated understanding of probably 1/10 of the episodes, the ones that they were headlining.
Well, yeah, they're also writing for many characters, and we're only responsible for our character. So we have, there's more of a concentrated amount. Hey, Thomas, seriously. Uncle Jensen's trying to get some work done out here. And I love you, buddy, but, you know, it's going to come a time when you're old enough to discipline. And before you get bigger than me, which undoubtedly will happen when you're 12. And I will take full advantage of that small opportunity.
It worked.
Every time. I think the fact that we work with our characters on a concentrated level, a higher concentrated level than anybody else on the planet, gives us maybe a bit of an edge in that regard. Seriously. Just like your father.